Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with another video on reading my old family's letters. This is going to be part 3 continuation of my great Uncle Jack's letters from World War II. These are all dated from, these last 3 are from 1944, and I thought I'd just share them with you and kind of come on here in video and document them for my sake and for anybody else in the family or friends of the family who might want to check that out. And just for you, if you have a casual interest in military history or World War II history, or even just like family genealogy related stuff, I'm very much into it. So I thought this would be kind of a cool thing to share with you. So again, we have 3 letters here of my great Uncle Jack. I will, for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, I will throw up another picture of him as well, real quick for you to see. So that is him in his military attire, and I'm sure many of you, if you regularly watch the series, you've already probably seen that one, but I thought if you're just coming into this, you might want a little something that nobody looks like. So, there's Duke, he's coughing again, and sneezing. Can't be a video without an interruption from Duke. Alright, so this one is dated from July 8th, 1944. It says, "Dear Mom, how is everything and everyone? Things are fine with me so far. Having fun, working, don't faint. I mean, it is this, I'm really learning something now." And again, one of these things I do is, I'm reading these word for word, how they were transcribed. So some of them are very rushed or grammatically not correct, so in case you're wondering. The ship itself is not banned, I think he meant bad, and the officers and crew are pretty well considering what they have to put up with on each training cruise. I guess my PCast, and that's with a question mark, we weren't really sure on that one, is at Bradford. I'll get it once I get back. Thanks a lot, Mom, for sending it. Oh, by the way, you didn't let me know whether or not you'd have any money in case I got delayed orders. There's a chance, although a slim one, but we can cash a couple bonds if we have to. Young HR MOMM 3-C. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. It says, "Last night was the finest time for me to swim in salt water. It was okay, except for jellyfish, which act on a person's skin the same as poison ivy. So I got stung by some jellyfish. I know I felt both. There isn't much more to say except say hello to all the folks for me. Love, Jack. P.S. Send my mail to the Camp Bradford address." Okay, so the young HRMOMM, that's like, I guess maybe like the way to get to him or something, I don't know. But again, there's the letter, the original letter, and there's, so you can pause that if you want to read that yourself. We will move on to the next letter. Some of these I still have the envelopes that go with them, and they're behind. So this is a little bit later, so about the next week. Got the original letter, and there's that. Duke. Hey, stop. Sorry. You're making too much noise. This one's dated from 7/15/1944. It says, "Dear Mom, excuse the delay in letters, but I haven't written anyone except you since I came aboard this tub. I'll tell you just what I'm doing and then mail this when I get back to Bradford. When we stepped onto the tank decks of 1007 in Little Creek, Virginia, Thursday the 6th, that we accepted everything we didn't get. By that I mean we thought we'd be able to keep cleaner, have more time for riding, and get good chow. As it turned out, the chow is lousy. The extra time we get is often used for sleeping because you can never get enough on these things. And now the water supply is so low that we can't even take a shower. Wonderful setup, isn't it? Well, I think so. Just in case I even get off the ship, I'm going to live in a bathtub. They let us go swimming a couple times, but since the fresh water supply is so low, they won't even do that now. I'm hearing all kinds of rumors as to where we are going from Bradford when we return next Wednesday, but as yet still don't know for sure. I hope that isn't in the Middle West, somewhere such as Evansville and or Seneca. All that will take us out of Virginia at last. Nothing to do but hope for the best, which of course will be none too good. There isn't much more to say except that I finally heard from Dorothy. I think he meant Dorothy. I don't know whether I'm still in and then we couldn't make up this next word, or not. It really doesn't make any difference now, I guess. When I hit Bradford again, I'll probably have a lot of mail waiting for me, I hope. Gosh, it's lonesome out here. Guess this is the first time I've really missed my folks. Love, Jack. So, Uncle Jack was definitely a funny character there. There is a letter from, looks like a family friend, Donna Roy. I don't think I'll read that one because it doesn't really have, it's from the USO, but doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this one. So we'll go ahead and end with this one. Navy Pier, Chicago. Looks like he's moved, he did get the move to the Midwest. This is dated from August 2nd, 1944. Says, Dearest Mom, I've started any number of letters to you in the last couple days, but I've never time to finish them, and they get lost or picked up by stray civilians. I probably mentioned over the phone that our ship was just getting commissioned. The second, which is today, well, it's happened, and I'm glad because it means soon we'll get out and see what this war is all about. Then in a year or so, we'll be at home to stay, see the old gang, and raise as much hell. He means it is as a bad word. I don't know what that is. I don't know if he said heck or hell. I don't know. I'm reading it word for word. So, as ever, Mother, the last 2 weeks have changed my life completely. Maybe I'm growing up, possibly learning that I'm not the only person alive. You'll laugh when you read this, but I think you'll know what I mean. Being around people so much more than usual has set me to thinking. Right now, I could tell Solomon that he was a mere child. I think I have the answer to all this, though a slight case of mind slippage or loss of sleep. I've had 5 hours and 2 nights, and anything that is written on this paper is purely luck, because I can hardly see what I'm writing. Thanks very much for the money, and $20 was just enough. I had enough left to buy a ticket to a beauty contest, not for me, for bathing beauties, you know, those things you often hear about but seldom see. And then when you do, you can't see enough of them. So he went to a beauty pageant. Well, Mom, it's getting about time for us to try and get some sleep. It's 10:30 p.m. here, which means you are already asleep. Or at least you should be. And he put that in brackets. And for people not used to nightlife, like myself and you too, it's very late. Oh, strictly off the records, but I think if I possibly can travel after the war, I'll try and find La Sable. I saw a redhead there that other night, and what a knockout. Yeah, man, she can just wait for me if she feels like it, I hope. In brackets as well. So my uncle is quite a flirt, I guess. Oh, well, I suppose by the time I ever get back here, she'd be old and gray with grandchildren or great-grandchildren. And he's a comedian, too. By the way, I think I'll write to Roy tonight. I didn't know his address on account. I lost all my old letters along with some of my gear. That's how come the cray. And that's with a question mark. I weren't sure on that word as well. Cray, C-R-E-Y. So I guess that's what that previous letter was relating to. It says Roy. So another family friend who was serving. Cray for cash. Well, sweetheart, be good and take care of yourself and family because I hope to get home within the next couple months. With all my thanks and love, Jack. And there's also just some other, I got some miscellaneous, I guess, postcards or letters signed but with his address there and stuff. They were free for servicemen, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, so that, I don't know if I have any more letters of his, if he ever actually shipped out to war or not. Maybe there's some more around that I'd have to check, or maybe his family ended up keeping those, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed going through those old letters with me. Really appreciate taking time. I transcribed all these years ago with the help of my mom and my aunt, to kind of, for my grandparents to be able to read them. So they thought that was pretty cool, and Grandma, she said she read them through several times, so it brought back good memories. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for all the support. Talk to you later. Bye.